freezing where you are at, and maybe you just want to warm up the room that you are in instead of paying to heat up the entire house. Or you or somebody you know is that person that is always cold. Maybe you're at work and you would love to have that personal heater underneath your desk. Today is the day to do that, because on clearance, we have one of our top selling space heaters from Hunter. This is so great because it is such a small, compact design, but it is so incredibly powerful. It actually has 2 heat settings, so you can go from 900 watts low heat or 1500 watts high heat setting. It oscillates as well, so you can have it oscillating or you can have it stationary, completely up to you. This is normally $49.95. Again, it is our final quantity this morning at $24.95. Read the reviews on hsn.com. We all love this. And of course, it's from Hunter, and Hunter since 1886 has been the leader when it comes to space heaters amongst, you know, so many things. We want to bring out Art Massey to tell us all about this amazing heater. Hello to you. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Nice to see you.
I'm great. Thank you. You know, this heater is such a great price right now.
Yeah.
And like she said, that, you know, there's only like 700 of these things. This is a great time to pick,
Yeah.
even if it's warm where you are, this is a great time to pick one up for next year, because you know you're going to need one. And this one does it all at $24.95. First of all, the maximum allowable heat that an electric space heater can put out is 1,500 watts. I don't care how much you pay for it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. 1,500 watts is the max, and of course, this does that. You can use it stationary. It also has a 900 watt setting. It oscillates back and forth, and it has an adjustable thermostat, okay? And it also has ceramic energy efficient heat technology, and I want you to look right here.
Okay.
I've just got this gun pointed in there, and the heat that's coming out of this unit is 208 degrees. That's the warm air that we're delivering to the room, and yet I'm going to come back here and shoot the intake, and you'll see the air in the studio is 71. So we have just increased the temperature of this air quietly by 130 degrees and delivered that to you. And you say, well, you know, how can that thing move in the air? But I want you to look. My whirligig's bent. How'd that happen?
Someone broke your whirligig.
Yeah, they did. But you can see, I mean, this thing is moving some air, and yet, listen. And that's what Hunter does. Quiet for life. That's always been our motto. This is just such a great time to pick this up.
I mean, it's so incredibly quiet. Like we said, it's a space-saving design, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, but it's incredibly powerful. I love that you said it's 1,500 watts of power, and that is the most powerful space heater that you can get home. You can have it oscillate if you want, or you can have it stationary. This is perfect for the person in the office that's always cold, or the person at home that's maybe sits in their chair and they're always the cold one. Have your own little space heater near you. And when it's so affordable today, why not? It's a customer pick at twice as much money. You're getting it today at a huge price break of $24.95. With everyone on the line right now, we now have fewer than 600. So if you would like to get this home, use hsn.com. You do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's worry-free shopping here
You can use this on your nightstand. You can put it on the floor in your bathroom. You know, I use one in my garage because I like to tinker out there in the wintertime around my workbench. It keeps me warm while I'm working. I mean, I'll tell you another thing I do with it. I have one of these down in the bilge of my boat, so I don't have to winterize. It keeps the engines warm during the wintertime.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
And because it's Hunter, I can trust it and go off and leave it. We're going to do a little science experiment right here for you real fast.
Okay.
I want you to look at the temperature that's going on inside our box right here. If you look at this, you're going to see that we're showing about 64 degrees, okay? Now I'm just going to come over here real quick. And turn the heater on. And we're going to come back to it when the presentation's over and see, you know, just exactly what it did.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. Well, like I said, it's a clearance show, so if you want to get this home, please do not wait. Jump into the ordering process. Think of all the areas where you are cold. We were talking about maybe it is your office and you're the person that's always cold and you'd love to have this on your desk. Maybe, you know, you've got that chill and you want to put it on your nightstand. Or you get up in the morning and the bathroom is freezing and the bathroom floor is freezing, or you go down to the kitchen and that's the cold area. This is a great way for you to warm just that area that you're in, just that room that you are in, instead of cranking up the heater, especially at home, cranking up the heater and heating the entire house.
Right,
You're
exactly.
Just heating the area you're in.
Like my house, my condominium, I have the office is in the back of the house, and it kind of gets robbed.
Yeah.
And it gets robbed with the heating and the air conditioning. So it's a little warmer in the summertime, so I obviously use a fan, and it's a little cooler in the wintertime. So again, I've got one of these running back there, and I can't tell you how many people have said, boy, can you get me one of those? Because they are so cool, because they're so quiet. I mean, I want you to listen. You can actually sit in your room, and this is running on the 1500 watt setting. You can sit in your room, watch TV, play with your kids, talk on the phone, work, do whatever you need to do, because this guy is so quiet. It's got a carry handle, so it's easy to move, very light, okay? It also has a tip over switch, and you can see it right here, okay? So let's say Junior runs through on the tricycle or something. This is sitting on the floor. Well, it's running right now. Well, if he knocks it over, it automatically shuts off.
That's so nice.
Right.
Nice safety feature.
Yep. It also has high temperature protection, so that maybe this thing gets knocked back and scooted up against the wall. Well, when the temperature gets up to a certain point in here, the unit will shut off, and then you have to go back and unplug it for 10 minutes to reset it. So it's absolutely safe. And again, it oscillates. Adjustable thermostat, and this is something I like, because a lot of heaters, you just turn them on and you turn them off, and you kind of have to fight them all the time.
Right.
But with an adjustable thermostat, and I want you to listen, you can actually see when I hit that point where it comes on.
Yeah.
And then it goes off, and what you do is you get the room to the temperature that you want it, okay? You let it run till it gets there, and then you turn it until it shuts off.
Okay.
And then turn it back slightly, and then it's going to maintain the room at that temperature.
Oh,
So it's settable.
Oh my gosh! So
and it'll
it's smart.
cycle on and off and keep that room at that temperature that you want, without having to go over there and turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
Because a lot of space heaters, it starts to get too hot, so you turn it off, and then really quickly it starts to get cold, so you turn it back on. So this, once you reach that desired temperature, you set it at that, and it keeps the room at that temperature.
That's exactly right.
I mean,
very cool.
It's so incredibly smart. It's going to make either home or the office or wherever you use this such a more comfortable environment. Whether you're going to use this all year because you're always the cold person like I am, or it's still cold where you are, or maybe it's starting to warm up. This is going to go back up to $49.95 when we bring this back, if we bring this back in the fall. So this is your opportunity to get it at 50% off. We've reduced the shipping and handling as well. With everybody on the line, again, fewer than 500 now, so we are counting down to a complete sellout. This is your last opportunity to get this.
Hunter was founded in 1886. We build quality products, and Quiet for Life's our motto, and everything that we bring to you is always the latest technology, and it's always right here on the Home Shopping Network. I mean, we've been partnering with Home Shopping Network for about 17 years now, with all different types of Hunter products. But I got to tell you, we've had several different kinds of heaters, and I like this guy the best because, number one, it's the latest technology, ceramic elements, okay, which are more energy efficient than the old coil type heaters. And number two, it's quiet, and it does everything that you need an electric space heater to do at $24.95. You don't have to go out and spend $100. You can do this at $24.95, and you're still getting the maximum amount of heat out of a unit that you can get out of one that's allowed by Underwriters Laboratories.
And it just feels so amazing.
It does.
Just the heat is just, such an inviting feeling when you're cold, when you have that chill. There's nothing better than having the Hunter heater in the room with you. What are the settings here on the top? How are we setting this?
Actually, you have an off. Okay, can we see them? Yeah, have an off. This is a low heat setting without oscillation.
Okay.
Okay. This is a high heat setting without oscillation. So maybe you have it under your desk and you just want it to keep your feet warm. So you're probably going to want to set it on low and just let it run. But then you have a low setting where it does oscillate, and it'll start to do that. And you have a high setting where it oscillates.
So you can have it oscillate, or you can have it not oscillate. It is completely up to you. But this is your final opportunity, because we are expecting every last one of these to be completely spoken for today. Great reviews on hsn.com. Not only is it 50% off, we've reduced the shipping and handling on this as well. We talk about all of the areas that are just cold. When you get up in the morning and you walk into the bathroom, or you walk downstairs to start the coffee, and then you have that frigid feeling on the floor. get up for a second and turn your Hunter on, crawl back into bed for about 5 minutes until the snooze goes off again, and then go down there. And you don't have to have that frigid, cold feeling first thing in the morning. I needed one of these last night.
I have a terrible cold, worst cold I've had in years.
Oh my goodness,
and I checked into my hotel last night, and somebody had left the air conditioner turned down to like 68 degrees.
Oh, that's the worst, right?
I mean, I'm like, oh, do I gotta go, you know, and I needed one of these last night to keep me warm. So I immediately burrowed in under the covers, you know. But this is the kind, I mean, this is a point of use type heater. That's what it's for. This is not designed to heat your whole house. It's designed to heat a room. It's perfect for the bathroom. It's perfect for your living area, for an office, for Dad's workshop. I mean, it's just, you know, maybe you have a room in your house that you know is just kind of gets robbed on the heat and air like I do, or maybe you're sick and you just want one room to be a little bit warmer for you than the rest of the house, but you don't want to have to go turn up the thermostat and use all that energy. Well, this is a great way to do that. And let me tell you, here's the deal. At $24.95, this heater will be $49.95 next year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, at $24.95. This is a heck of a buy, even though it is getting warmer, because winter ain't over, I'll tell you. Somebody said, it's where I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, it's getting kind of warm. And I said, no, it's not over. We're going to get zapped again, because last year we had 10 inches of snow in April.
Wow.
So winter's not over, folks.
You'll be glad that you have this at home.
Right.
I tell you that much. It really does make the biggest difference. And again, it's the things that maybe you dislike about a space heater, they can be so loud, right?
Oh, they really can.
This is so whisper, quiet, so it's not obtrusive in the room. It puts out the most incredible warmth, whether you're using it on the low setting or the high setting. I love that you can oscillate, or you can keep it stationary if you want it just right on your feet underneath the desk. You can do that. The clock is, we've got about a minute left on the screen, but I know that we're going to go past that because we're expecting every last one of these to go with all of you ordering right now. So if you do want to get this home, it is going to be sold out. So jump onto hsn.com or use express ordering if you like.
Get it. I just took a measurement back here in the back of the heater to show you. It's 70 degrees in the studio. They always keep it cold in here. But now I'm going to take a measurement of the heat that's being generated by our unit. Okay? It's 191 degrees in air temperature coming out. No, 227, 225. I mean, this thing is putting out the maximum amount of heat. This is going to heat a room very comfortably. I'll tell you something else, too. You say, well, why 2 settings? Well, here's another thing you can do with this. I usually, if the room's cold, I put it on high, and I let it run until the room gets warm, set the thermostat, and then I put it on the low setting. And I just let it run on the low setting, and I'll tell you why. It'll keep the room warm. It uses less electricity, so you put it on the 900 for maintenance and put it on the 1500 for warm-up.
Oh, that's a smart idea. Yeah. Great idea. Well, just such a great opportunity this morning as we shop clearance with you. Good morning to you if you're just joining us. What we have for you this morning is one of the top-selling heaters in the Hunter line, a space-saving design, whisper quiet, incredibly powerful at 1,500 watts. I know that, Art, you were telling us that 1,500 watts of power is the most powerful space heater you can get.
You can't. UL will not allow you to produce one that has a higher heat output than that. That's the max. And most of the ones that you see that are smaller like this, because of the size of the enclosure, they're 1,100, 1,200 watts. They're not really the full 1,500 watts. But this one is. And again, it's got 2 heat settings, 900 watts and 1,500 watts without oscillation. Okay, so you can have it fixed under your desk, keeping your tootsies warm. And then it has 2 settings, high and low, with oscillation. So if you're trying to heat the office in your house, or you're trying to heat a child's bedroom or something, you can kind of fan that heat around. Adjustable thermostat, okay, plus all the safety features, tip over switch, high temperature protection. I mean, this one's got it all. And at that price, you can't beat it.
Well, and what's fabulous is a lot of space heaters, once you start to get hot, you turn it off. And then the room starts to get very cold again, and it's like this constant struggle to try to find this perfect temperature. What Hunter has done for us with this, it's pretty amazing. Once you reach the temperature that you want it to be, you can actually set it to maintain that temperature in the room. So that's really smart.
That's perfect, and that's right, because that way you're not running over, turning it on, turning it off. And once again, how you do that real quick is, you get the room to the temperature that you want, where you feel comfortable, and then you back this off until the unit clicks off. And then you rotate it just a little bit back toward the on position. And now this unit is going to cycle on and off at that temperature. And because it's so quiet, you're not going to hear it coming on and going off. Listen. I mean, this unit makes no noise.
It's so fabulous.
It's silent.
And for those of us that are concerned about safety, you've got the safety features built in as well.
Everything's built into it that that you need.
So you don't have to worry about it if someone were to hit this and maybe the kids or the animals happen to hit this and it knocks over. Right. Even if I pick it up by the handle on the back, it instantly turns itself off. So I love that safety feature. Now, before we say that this has been sold out, let's head over to our heat chamber here and see. We turned this on, what, 3 or 4 minutes ago?
Yeah, or 5 maybe.
5, okay.
Yeah, well, what's happened is that this unit has blown the breaker because the electricity
so
here...
It needs electricity is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So the heater hasn't been on all this time. That happens sometimes because the studio's really not designed to have 3 1,500-watt heaters running at the same time, so we're sorry about that. But anyway, you're still getting a great product, whether that worked or not. And it's going to take the temperature up in your room very, very, very quickly and to a nice, comfortable temperature for you.
Well, with everybody that is ordering right now, we are saying last call. So do be in the ordering process if you would like to get this home. 30-day unconditional money back guarantee, of course. So if you get it home, you try it in your house for 30 days, you either love it or of course you send it back. But we've been talking about top selling heater in the Hunter collection. When this comes back, it'll be $50. So this is your opportunity to get it for $24.95. Stay on the line because it's a very last call on this. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you feel better.
Thank you, me too. Diane.
All right, we've got more. Is very, very limited. But whether it is still freezing where you are at and maybe you just want to warm up the room that you are in instead of paying to heat up the entire house, or you or somebody you know is that person that is always cold. Maybe you're at work and you would love to have that personal heater underneath your desk. Today is the day to do that because on clearance we have one of our top selling space heaters from Hunter. This is so great because it is such a small, compact design, but it is so incredibly powerful. It actually has 2 heat settings, so you can go from 900 watts low heat or 1,500 watts high heat setting. It oscillates as well, so you can have it oscillating or you can have it stationary, completely up to you. This is normally $49.95. Again, it is our final quantity this morning at $24.95. Read the reviews on hsn.com. We all love this. And of course, it's from Hunter, and Hunter since 1886 has been the leader when it comes to space heaters amongst, so many things. We want to bring out Art Massey to tell us all about this amazing heater. Hello to you. Good morning.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
I'm great. Thank you. This heater is such a great price right now.
Yeah.
And like she said, that there's only like 700 of these things. This is a great time to pick. Yeah. Even if it's warm where you are, this is a great time to pick one up for next year because you're going to need one. And this one does it all at $24.95. First of all, the maximum allowable heat that an electric space heater can put out is 1,500 watts. I don't care how much you pay for it.